Hello. I'm setting things up in the background. Give me a second. Hello, Monster. Okay, all the links should be live. Okay. How am I? I got to play my video games before having to come back here on camera, so I'm fine. I'm thirsty. Now I'm not so thirsty. Still gotta make more tea. Hello. before we're right into it. Let's bring the goal down by 5. Let's try to make it 15 super chats within 3 hours. And as always, just like I set it up yesterday, there is a stage that is live inside of the server for those that have the ability to go inside. I encourage you to watch what's happening in real time and react amongst yourselves in the speaking lobby. And most importantly, for those that want to support the stream but do not have a way to do so, you can always be able to support your neighborhood today by supporting directly through Ko-fi.com/singleplayercarl. Care to support your neighborhood today, or you hate black people. I'm going to pin this. And then I need to update this for the VC link. I think. No, I don't. As long as you don't need to drink whatever creators the game are drinking, you're good. I would like to drink alcohol. This game makes me want to drink alcohol because it makes me not like myself and makes me feel like I need to drink alcohol to like myself. Right. Continuing from where we left off. We are at the beginning of Chapter 4, which is the commercialized part of this game. This is the part that was over all of the goddamn trailers. And we're still in the part of the game that is boring as fuck. We haven't had to fight any enemies on the way to anything. Every time we go to a combat zone, it's a perfectly curated zone.
That must be the church.
The game takes control of my camera and doesn't let me turn around and look at the shit that I want to look at. I fell in. That didn't look like it was short. God damn, can they stop with the smoke effects?
That should get me across.
Oh, another ability that I've just been given. With absolutely zero prompting for me to learn it. How crazy. Now I know exactly where they got this from. This is a mechanic that they got from the Flintlock video game, which was another game starring a female character. And that female character was like a militant of some type. They were going for an anachronistic Civil War vibe with militantry. This is an ability that was all over that trailer content, and that game fucking flopped like goddamn garbage. Then again, there's a good chance that it was always going to flop like garbage, because it was one of those games that had a very loud
Gotta
and
move quickly now.
confusing aesthetic out of the gate. But then again, at the same time, to go off of what I had complained about before, you could say that this is just Rayman. This is using your power fist to attach to the lums, so you could swing and hang glide. Pretty! It's got so goddamn bright out you can't see in front of you. Fuck.
Wait up. That floating island is the gator?
Time for another curated combat section. Ow. Ow. Dodging too early. Whee! Can't see myself.
That's all of them.
Or completely depthless combat. Pain, pain, pain. Why would I be insulting Rayman when I said yesterday that I like Rayman? We're in the unknown regions of potential cringe. Well, it's like we're at the part of the game that they kept showing people as like the tech demo of what to expect. So this is now where we're in all of the stuff that we will have seen before, which is the church segment. Every interview had RP arguing you couldn't cancel the dodges. They didn't know the concept of hit stun. True. Yeah, I actually don't like the fact that she has absolutely zero attention when it comes to combat. Because she pretends...
Head to the church.
I don't know. There are times where she acts like she has absolutely no tension and no understanding what's going on. And then she acts like, this is completely easy. It's like I'm going on a fucking hiking trip. And the anger oozes out of me.
When was the last time someone lived in here?
I don't know. You see cobwebs, Hazel. What do you think? Up, another fucking chapter. Maybe Patricia was right. I should put down the bottle. But when I was fishing by the shack last night, I swear I saw a catfish as big as a Cadillac. Swam right past me and winked at me with a strange eye. Said, what a beautiful night this is, mon ami. I just sat there like a slack-jawed asshole. It zoomed away just a laughing. Now, can we talk about niggas using the words just a laughing? A-hyphen, apostrophe. Please stop it.
Catfish need a
It doesn't sound southern.
Got them questioning their sanity.
Stop it. Stop it. Collectively, the Cajun and also a British collectorate would thank you. Write real dialogue. Oh boy. Poisonous mushrooms. Yes.
Loaded mushrooms?
Poisonous mushrooms.
Well, that's no fun.
So now we gotta add traps in the mix. Explosive mushrooms are the result of normal mushrooms becoming tainted with stigma from the Grand Tapestry. Avoid their damaging eruptions. Creatures healing. As a weaver, healing creatures is a calling and complex business. No mythical creature reacts the same. Clearing out a wound is painful, but debrides festering emotional rot. Clearing the stigma allows hurt to be viewed in a new light. Grapple strands are small pieces of the Grand Tapestry that have anchored themselves in a tear. Weavers are able to use these anchors to cross great distances. That is a cow on top of the building. Very nice. Yes, boulders.
That's from the trailer too.
I wonder. I have a morbid, curious thought. No, I'm not allowed to. But no, I'm not allowed to. Why put this here for me to look at if I can't then hit it with a rock? Lame! No soul!
Looks like some sort of drawing.
This picture, I could kill a man. Something's gotta change. I feel like a thread being pulled far too taut, trying to make the world a better place. Not for me, for her. I have to keep these kids safe. I wish I could do more.
That sounds so hard. Mama must have seen some pretty messed up stuff. I struggled with just seeing what Benji went through.
And
Get
so
up there
they
and ring
say
that
to the Negro land, let my children grow. Where you sign that pretty on a runny tide, let my children grow. The thing that's most annoying about these enemies in combat is that there's no concept of hit stun. And it's not just that there's no concept of hit stun, but there's no concept of meatiness. You can't deal with multiple targets.
Now I can go to the church.
What do you mean now? I just walked this direction because I didn't want to go towards the building. Whatever. There's no sense of depth to the combat. And it's not just the sense of the depth to the combat in perceived depth of character action, but the sheer fact that I'm literally just mashing buttons. That's my only choice. I literally mash buttons until I see an opening where I can attack. If I can attack, I attack. If it's easier for me to dash and attack, I dash and attack. I rarely jump, even though I can now use a ground pound, because it feels like it's all worth for naught, because look at how much hit stun I got. I have to spend so much time between not being able to make a move. The only way I can be able to cancel it is by dashing, and that in and of itself doesn't keep me safe. There's no invulnerability state to this. It's just I moved out of the way before the hit me. And even if I did, it didn't fucking matter. It hit me anyways. In combat is such a non-factor. I might as well just die and try over again. And start with a full health bar. This is one dilapidated ass church. How do I get up? Nope, not that. See! I guess I go this way. If whoever's playing that organ could stop playing that organ, please, that'd be great. Thanks. And I find the not-so-secret health pack. The last time I think I played a game that had a design like this was actually enjoyable as Darksiders 2. Probably important that if you're gonna move my camera around, that you allow me to put myself in the direction of the object before I fucking fall down, game. What do we need to do this? Ah, here we go. Push that shit. Push that shit. That was not obvious the first time I did a lap around the church. So it's probably important that I
felt that
did
in my
that before I
chest.
did that. Boing, boing.
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
Now right foot, stomp. And left foot, stomp.
You said he'd run away.
I might have been misinformed.
Wow, immediately?
To find them all, Hazel heads closer to the river bend where her house must have washed away. The closer we got, the more I remembered those tales about gators as big as houses. But I always thought folks were exaggerating. Hazel had to cross a flooded land to reach the bend in the river, where they passed, and an old friend rose up like sunken secrets. But the terrorizing legend of Two-Toed Tom still cast a chilling shadow over us. While Two-Toed Tom might have stirred up a mess round these parts, the storm sure done far worse.
That was the entire chapter? Are you... No wonder that section was so goddamn short. It was literally made to be made into a chapter, into a fucking chapter section.
you chickening
What
out
the
again?
fuck?
No. You know how the water's starting to smell like pig shit? Well, I'm breathing that.
Oh, that's nasty.
The flooding must have overflowed the hog farm sewage again. Your house might have got caught on that away, where the river bends down. But you'll have to go over Two-Toed Tom's stomping grounds to get there.
Oh, shit. Ain't there another way around?
But we was gonna have to deal with all manners of critters, darling. The straightest way to your mama is through there. And try not to get ate.
Time to fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
Well, that's not morbid at all. There should be a lot more mosquitoes in this area. There should be a lot more flying enemies in the area, period. Fucking... Oh my god, that was an aggressively offensive short chapter. Won't be any tasteless commentaries about Christianity bad or some shit. I don't know, Buster. Realistically, they haven't hammered on with religion bad, but it's kind of, you know. what it is. Nothing out there.
Is that from our house?
I don't know. Do you recognize your own goddamn poster?
Crouton?
Now you know that doll is soaked in dog water and pig shit. Right in her mouth. Right now. All of that. Smell like Doki. 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 Ah. Fucking God. Fucking God, dude.
I never thought I'd be so glad to see you.
Yep.
Well, maybe you should have grabbed that shit in the middle of the storm, in the middle of your pack, and it would have been safe with the rest of your shit.
The only thing I have left of my mama. Until I find her. Which I will. What's this? I don't believe this.
Everyone, enter the magical assistant slash pet.
This ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today.
I guess you didn't like being lost and alone either, did you?
Maybe you could help me. You can scooch into small spaces I can't.
It's not even for a lore reason. This is now another fucking magical ability she's getting. So now we're at the Daxter portions of Jak and Daxter. And of course, he's called Crouton. Press right trigger button to control Crouton. Press again to switch back to Hazel. Use Crouton to access areas Hazel cannot reach and interact with various objects. Cast Crouton to explore burrows. Use RB to dispel. Crouton calls out nearby burrows or hidden paths. Hold RB to aim Crouton and then use right trigger to throw. Outside of combat, throw Crouton to access areas that Hazel cannot reach. And press RB in combat to cast Crouton. Crouton controls the targeted enemy for a brief period, using its attacks and abilities against other enemies. It's like possession with all voodoo with extra steps. Yeah, your shit is fucked up. Your room is gone.
Too big. Hey, but I bet you could squeeze.
Now, this music right now, tolerable, acceptable, jaunty, joyful. And even though I shit on the fact that I think it's retarded and stupid and dumb, this should have been a mechanic they should have introduced early on. What the fuck is living down here?
Weird little guy. But useful.
Girl, that's your fucking pet. What do you mean weird? You had him made for you. The fucking youthful voices are singing it to me again. Be careful with pieces of yourself. Exposed to things like tearing nails with knowledge that they can be used for both good and evil. Giving the burrow of someone's hair can be used for a love spell, or even cause chaos in their life. The body holds power, even when separated.
Burrowers.
Here we go. Here's our first hit of religion. The Great Preacher Jolene, Prospero Ministry. Sunday, February 17th at 8 p.m. Tickets $4, $3, and $2. All welcome. Sunday sing-alongs. Now you got me fucked up if you think I'm paying even $2 to go to a fucking church ministry event, let alone $3.50 or $4. Fuck you look like. Hell no. No. Hell to the no. And over here, we can see a Sheriff Williams side, but I can't see what's on the bottom of it. It's literally just Sheriff Willie. Let's look at what's in the upgrades. Oh, good. The final part was Crouton. When Crouton ill controls ends, it sets off a strand blast. Sure. I can't get anything else in this tree, so I suppose I'm forced to upgrade these. Hold RB, then use R to throw him on the explosive mushroom.
That hurricane really made a mess of things.
I honestly don't think that a hurricane could be able to do this much damage, and that somehow, even though that's there, that somehow that gas leaker remains unbroken. I also almost forgot something else over here. Oop. I know I saw something on a stump over there. Yeah, right there. Perhaps this is a crouton segment. Yes, it is. That's it? Barely. Five weave. Okay. I'm not glowing anymore. What about this side? Nothing? Nothing. Oh no. No, no, no. Hell to no. side of this. I can see one person inside of the live stage, but there's no one else in there yet, so I'm not going to drag them into the chat. The stream where Carl finds out how to find dead bodies instead of South Louisiana. Ha! Joke's on you! I already know how to do that!
What are you so excited about? You want to go in there?
Simplistic. And might as well upgrade this.
Gotta start filling up this here bottle.
Let's see here. I see platforms leading this direction. And this goes up here. Oop. That should not be that small, dude. What's the point of having a collectible if the collectible is not going to be worth my time?
You ain't slick. I see you.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. In person, the one and only, Preacher Jolene of Prospero. Whoever believes in him should not perish. Make a joyful noise. Prospero Ministry, Sunday, August 8th. August 7th, 8 p.m. Admission price is below. 4 advance, 5 at the door. Again, you got me fucked up if I'm going to a ministry event that's not for free.
Can I get you over there?
And just instead of letting me figure the puzzle out myself.
I think he's enjoying that a bit too much.
He's an animated spirit that you're controlling with your distaff. Who the fuck cares if he's enjoying it too much? Just nothing up in the distance, not off the distance. Now we can walk across one of those sheriff signs. So let's read it when we do. Vote for Sheriff Willie. Law and order. Yes, because having laws and order is bad. Auntie Bill's Diner. Today's special, peach cobbler. This is once again an actual southern. Well, not technically southerner, but I lived here most of my life, so I might as well be. This is yet again another southern and Cajun person telling you, please stop typecasting us with this goddamn peach cobbler. It's delicious. I tell you that much. But please, I like other sweet things too. Like your white daughters. The most useful spell so far has been the goddamn doll. You know why? Because I can mind control the ranged enemies and reduce my problems in combat. But then it goes on cooldown, and it goes right back to being dog shit annoying. The use of spells in combat is that they're supposed to simplify my ability to heal problems. But most of the time it doesn't fucking matter because the melee enemies are the most dangerous enemies. But then the ranged enemies have a specific attack that has to be countered with a spell. And if I don't use that spell, I'm unhappy.
Oh, shit! You can body snatch hands?
Namely that one. Still missed it. Can you stop fucking with my camera, please? Live music tonight. Jolene, 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 Jolene. She got lips like your mama's, and that's what she sucks some good ass dick.
Two-Toe Tom wasn't always a giant alligator. He started out as a pet of old Farmer Swoops, who'd starve his own kin so they'd behave. Tom's trouble began when Jolene Swope started earning. Old Farmer Swope knew it was a matter of time before she'd run away.
That was Preacher Jolene from way back.
Y'all out here got Dolly Parton looking like she's a televangelist. That's a sin. That's a fucking sin, bro. That's a fucking sin if I ever seen one. What is this? And am I supposed to be uncomfortable? No.
Jolene's church is right over there. Folks will be taking shelter.
Mm-hmm. Soup of the day, Taylor Poe.
What's Jolene's got to do with Two-Toe Tom?
Nope, the possessed kids are singing again. Maybe y'all should have put in fucking captions for the goddamn music so we can understand what the fuck they're singing about. Oh, come on. Let me get on top of that building. Also, why the fuck did you put me on top of a plant if I could not pole vault all of that? I don't think any all visible bullshit. That's just like maybe ankle fucking high. Y'all got me drowning in it. Notice, boil water. No trespassing. Caution. Notice. Here's my question. How did you get the ability to put this shit up if you did not already elevate the shack? You slept on a box and did this shit? Your shit deserves to get blown down the exact same way theirs did. Also, hello, goat. To see! Nope, we can't hurt the animals. Again, lame, gay, cringe. I did that on purpose.
Miss Pearl, she's safe.
Yeah, your mama's not. What does that tell you?
Miss Pearl.
Hazel! Oh, thank God.
Here, let me help you inside. How did you get here?
Bo, pick me up in that flat bottom boat of his.
See, chat? The boat did come in handy. And she would be dead if it wasn't for the one good Cajun white man in the story. God bless Jesus, every single one of us. I love white Jesus. White Jesus gave us the white man. And the white man delivered the black... He delivered a black woman unto the good bosom of good heavenly Jesus. Praise the Lord.
Hazel, where's your mama?
Where's your face and why is it full of non-filler? You've got more volume in your hair than you do your lips. And goddamn, Greg Oogly Moogly, your glasses are so big.
Not with you, Jolie?
Not since yesterday. Folks didn't want her to leave. Some don't trust no one but her. Wait, Lacey never got home?
Oh, baby.
She was late. And then the storm, and then our house in the river, and I wasn't fast enough to catch the trailer.
Baby.
We keep implying that a black woman, a fucking runner going off to college, would be able to do any fucking thing about a runaway house being swept downstream in the middle of a fucking thunderstorm flood warning state. Somebody just needs to tell her, your mama dead.
Breathe. You can't blame yourself for that. Ain't nobody outrunning flood waters.
I thought maybe you got to her before I could.
I'm so sorry, honey. Something big as a trailer would catch at the river bend down yonder. Lacey had friends who could have helped her. Some you might not know about.
Who?
Not my place to tell you if your mama didn't.
Then I'm just gonna have to keep on looking on my own.
Why don't you stay till we get news? You can't just stroll out, not with two-toed Tom on the loose.
You know something about Tom, don't you?
Tom used to be my daddy's pet. Well, no one ever thinks they're serving Satan, but somehow he gets his business done. Folks are still straggling in.
I gotta find Mama.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking. Take good care of them.
I'll pray for you then. Stubborn, just like her mama.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Everybody hates you.
I have to make my way across this village if I want to keep filling my bottle.
Once again, good, right-natured white people understanding that this goddamn Jezebel needs to get in goddamn line. Like, it's not even hard to make her fucking likable. But at the same time, why the fuck are you trying to goddamn make everybody dislike you? Get up there. Babe, how are you sleeping? I overheard like 6 people say they ain't slept well since Tuesday. That's almost a week. Everyone's having the same dreams. Some kind of fog and a feeling of despair. I'm running, but I don't get nowhere. It's just empty. I wake up feeling cored out in the hollow.
That's weird.
Y'all have introduced the mushrooms in this chapter, and you are overusing these goddamn mind effects to fucking annoyance. Please become more inventive. This time I need to pull myself into the zone. A little more simplistic combat, but that time I made it look easier. You know why? The fucking doll. 3 whole spells before I get the goddamn doll. Get the doll, combat, trivialized again. Or rather, the trivializing combat that becomes button mashing actually has some level of control and some level of interest to it. But then it's boring as fuck. If you don't get your ass up there. So am I supposed to just jump on the edge then? No? How the fuck do you want me to get to this thing? Glug, 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 glug. Okay, so you don't want me to get on top of this trailer from this angle. So and there goes an example of how this is a bad game for exploration and fucking collectathon mechanics. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, this is so cute. This is incredible. This is wonderful. And the fucking mushrooms grow back. Let me guess. I'm supposed to throw croutons. No? So I'm supposed to glide over there, but you made the fucking jump impossible and annoying. Wonderful. All that for 10. Yeah, that was definitely worth my life pool. And just to double check to make sure. Because there's two sides to this gate. Yeah, okay. No waiting on that side. Make sure there's nothing in the block. Sensei! Okay, good. Because the way that this shit has been hiding these health upgrades, I have to go off the beaten path and make sure I don't miss anything. Fucking shit, my Christ. Now, I understand they chose to make Jolene's glasses cartoonishly large, but considering the animation of this game, it's one of the ways to create a more
He's a
endearing
little close
pattern.
for comfort.
Sensei! Up. New hate.
Nasty looking thing.
Oh, it's got a giant serpent on it, too. Might as well take the extra HP. Ah, streaming Tory. That's cute. And explosion. So now we have an enemy that is a very big problem, who needs to be dealt with at a distance while I'm dealing with annoying melee enemies, which adds to the overcomplication of combat. Because I dodged at the wrong point in time, he just gets right on top of me and slaps me for heavy damage. Three of them bitches and you're dead. Yeah, that is definitely some combat. And the healing is all the way over here in the corner. We use damaging aura on the ground, or I assume. See it coming? 2 more. And then another one on top of it? Aren't you throwing a little bit too many at each side so people try and learn? And then killed by the attacking distance because it's got lock on, it's got drag, and it goes all around the arena. So do you just want me to kill the slug first? Is that the problem? So the deal is that you have to get on top of them so you can avoid the laser. So yes, they wanted you to kill that one first.
Look at that not
All right, what did I earn?
Who's your guy? What do you do?
Mean old Swopes come round to force her to come home. He starved poor Tom, so that when Swopes rang the dinner bell, Tom went crazy with hunger.
So her father was an evil white bigot presupposition that used an attack animal in the form of a gator restrained with chains to scare other people into doing what he wants, because he wouldn't let his sweet old baby girl be able to be a musician, because that's not what proper white folk do. Is that the story? Is that what we're getting here?
Jolene was scared, all right, but she was done being scared of what her daddy was gonna do to her.
That little alligator can't be the same one that's chasing me. Bottle's only half full. I might get a better view from the top of Monarch Cotton.
Let's see here. we got going on here? Object in the distance. Object in the distance. That's where I came from. That's the direction I need to go. What's in the house? This is the fifth Sunday in a row that those McAllister kids have come to church on their lonesome. Clothes dirty, hair uncombed, ribs showing. The oldest one has bruises. When I ask what happened, she gets a hard set in her jaw. About time I reach out to the special branch of social services. Yes, the special branch, otherwise known as the branch!
You can always count on Jolene to notice when folks need a hand. Hope those kids are okay.
You have to rely on Jolene to do it? Where's the rest of your fucking community? Huh? Okay, so we got Jolene, and then the father scratched out. So where's your mama? Did your mama die? Is that the reason why your father ain't good? Cause he ain't got no coochie, so he was mad as hell? Is that it? Oh, that's lovely. Another lever action over the bed with a cross and all the ministry shit. Keep reaching for the stars, ready to pray. Prospero Hall, honky tonk down. Final performance. Proceeds benefit charity. And lots of love, whoever the fuck Daisy is. Can I assume because this room has musical shit in it that this is actually her bedroom? So that's actually her gun? Joe's pendants. He certainly wasn't a good man, but I have long since forgiven him. Far more quickly than I've been able to forgive myself. I know I did wrong, but in all honesty, I don't know that I care. I've done more than my share of good on this side of it all. I hope it counts for something.
I guess we all got regrets of some kind.
Preacher Jolene and Prospero make a joyful noise. Prospero Ministry. Our very own Jolene. Do not miss every Friday and Saturday at Teddy Duke Noit in the Sawmill. Prospero Ministry, Preacher Jolene. So clearly he didn't like his daughter being a fucking musician, but he's got posts of her non-stop up everywhere with these giant-ass goddamn glasses. And she was using them even in her music career. At least she's got an ass on her. Mm-hmm. Got an ass for the Lord. Mm-hmm. That is Jesus' Bodie. And that's fine. What a horrible animation for extending my life gauge. That's such a pathetic fucking use of your fucking resources. Now which way am I supposed to be going? Not this way. Up is this kid again. Missing Michaela Dutreville. Missing since July 2020. Have you seen this child? Let's assume that this is real time. That looks like a 9-year-old girl. 2020. 9 plus 5 equals 14. This photo is not gonna help for shit.
Bo!
And once again, we still can't kill the pals.
Ow, you.
Old Smoky gone fishing, all the other shit. A new one for Pop Pops. Bo knocked the fuck out on the bench. Some more people gone missing. Marie Delacree, Odette Dubois, Cassandra Tyler. Come on, fucking square up. There's one more in there. Jackson Graves. Please stop coming up with fucking southern names. Just do some basic shit, man. And yoink. What the fuck do you want, Fido?
Now you make sure to wake Bo if Tom gets too close.
Running. Still overusing these goddamn mushrooms. That's a waste of my fucking time. Oh, I see we got some poo
Not
sprinklers.
a shit sprinkler. Ugh. Breathing this stinking ass field.
That's the most realistic thing this character has said thus far in this entire fucking video game. Itchy. I went the wrong way. Ah. Which way? Climate section. Climate section. Meep.
Looks like more stigma over there by the old farmstead.
You couldn't tell that by the giant fucking clouds of darkness? Stupid. What's the point of that fucking sprinkler? Well, I see an open door, so I guess we're gonna find out. Or I won't, because I'm gonna fall to my death. There we go. All that to get this strand. So why did you put the fucking health filament in an open field instead of putting it in this goddamn warehouse where it was off the beaten path? Well, it's very clear the only way to get over here was hardcore parkour. Ain't that some bullshit? Or was there another way to get here? I can't kill the turtle neither. More importantly, am I just stuck? I jump on this tire. Nope. So how the fuck do I get out of here now? I mean, considering it saves on death, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna be converting start at the shore. Oh, never mind. So, here's the problem. This did not look like a stranding wall. At all. See, this is why it's very important. When you have mechanics for movement, that you make it clear. Now, it didn't need to have white paint on it. It didn't need to have yellow paint on it. But I did not guess that this was a running wall. Because realistically, a jump to go on that side to land over there made more sense than jumping over and down as I did to go there. Because you've been very happy to push my ass the fuck off the level with invisible walls when you don't want me going towards something. But this time, I managed to stick the fucking landing on the second attempt and land it over here. So, my ability to get out, had I not hit that, would have been a soft lock. And unfortunately, this does not look like the stranding wall. Mainly because those lines that would denote my ability to run on them is mixing in with the paint. So I thought that was an artistic choice. Not that big of a problem, but that is very confusing. To the point where that would actually justify the use of yellow paint to denote a interactable. If you think I'm out of line, press 1. If you think I'm right, press 2. Just my opinion.
Looks like y'all weathered the storm pretty well.
And the pigs are fine. And invincible. Oh no, not a single pig.
Wheel it. We'll attract the gator.
Now Hazel, what the fuck do you care if a single guy...
Please shut up. Please.
What do you care if a single pig gets killed?
I'm trying to help you. Oh my god. Wait, hey, no, asshole.
He is a gator. That is a pig. Let that pig fucking die.
That was a cute pig.
The cute pig that you told to shut the fuck up.
Ah, shit. Damn fool thing. Rest in peace.
And then he's just like, aw.
I need a shower so bad. I am covered in doo-doo water.
I'm giving them a pass. That is exactly something that a southern woman would say. Acceptable pass is also concerned with piss, piss shit, piss water, piss color water, and pookie and dookie. Alright, what do I get? I get some bullshit, that's what I get. Please stop putting my corner in the fixed position. She's using it like a fucking dreidel. wonder if I can use it like this. Yes, I can. Crazy. However, because I unveiled it like that, I don't actually get the combat even. So, that's a trade-off.
Conveyor belt's dead. Needs power.
Let's see. Alligator petting zoo. Me, albino alligator.
Been abandoned for years.
Anything of use? Anything of note? No, just pigs. No unique shit for strands, which means I'm not gonna go exploring for any more bullshit. Run to the next combat section. That's gonna be annoying as fuck. Interrupt paint attacks with the aerial ren. I didn't even interrupt attack there. Oh, if I jump attack, I'm like hits on the shit out of him. Now, this way. And what we learned this time about Tom.
Poor Tom had cried from hunger all the nights his supper was taken. Some say he once bit his own toes off for something to eat.
Hello, horror. We're about to witness what we call Southern Justice, chat. And now I care immensely a lot more about the Jolene character. Let's watch the carnage.
Imagine when Jolene rang his dinner bell and he saw old Swope just laying there all juicy.
Oh, Jolene. You did it.
Based. Take a big old hog, long pig out that man's leg. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, explain to me how that's a stigma against the gator.
Bottle's almost full. Just one more.
I fail to see how Tom is wrong. Am I supposed to punish this wonderful alligator for taking a bite out of crime and enjoying a succulent meal? Just a delicious piece of man leg. I ask you, chat, what is a gator to do? He didn't do anything to be starved. He's being abused. I say that's justice. Good, right, Southern justice. And if that's what you consider to be wrong, then chat, I don't know who's right. I'm not right, you not right, we not right, and we all going to hell. Cause I know you laugh too.
Let's go. Got a bottle.
Fucking shit up out of them the same way if you fucking the shit up out of me. It'd be great if you stopped running from me. What did we learn this time? You killed your daddy?
Jolene's guilt got the best of her, despite telling herself it wasn't murder. If her daddy didn't punish her and Tom all those years, they wouldn't have done what they did.
Well, you see, again, I ask you again, chat. Is he wrong for having enjoyed a succulent meal of long pig? Truthfully, justice for Gator.
She
Thank you,
vowed
Laura.
to dedicate herself to good works and let the Lord sort it out.
Can't believe Jolene's the one who set Two-Toe Tom free.
Time for another Rayman chase segment. Running and you're 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 running cause you're running cause you're running. At least the fucking music is tolerably decent. I followed my dad because your shit was poorly made! I literally died there because I got stuck on the terrain and the camera pulled my shit into a view that I did not want it looking at. Look, watch what happens. You pull my camera this way, which made it impossible for me to see the next turn. That is not the first time that's happened. Stop fucking with my camera. Omnidirectional camera movement is necessary for me to be able to see where I'm going. Me no see, me no be able to play. Because if you're gonna automatically move my camera, move it so that I can be able to interact with the next obstacle. Otherwise, leave my shit alone.
Should head towards the pig factory. They said the trailer might have got caught in the river bend.
Uh-huh. Again, fucking disappointing chapter. Better animation, better music, and at the very least, the problem with the character is not the voice actor, but the voice acting based in this script that they wrote. This shit would be better connected to a different game.
I'll do this real quick.
Ow. Ow. I'll do this real quick, she said, as every enemy type spawns on my head. continue running. In what direction? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? I guess I'm going this way. One second. Another chapter where we have under the amount of floof that we're supposed to have for the projected chapter. I went backwards. This way. That's a stupid jump. If you're gonna have the ability for me to settle and stand on top of this, you should have the ability for me to settle and stand on top of that, even if I short my jump. Underground. Because I had crouton written all over it. Dead pigs, dead pigs, dead pigs, dead pigs, dead pigs. I fucked up. Dead pigs, dead pigs, dead pigs, dead pigs. Open the door.
Oh, God. That explains the smell.
Yeah.
That's so bad, I can taste it.
Why are you narrating that then?
Awful way to go. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to get through there somehow, ain't I?
See, you're still talking after complaining about the smell of pig shit and dead carcasses? Also, why did they pile themselves up?
All right, you're up, crouton.
Look at this shit. They've got dead pigs piled up so that you can use them as architecture for a fucking pig tunnel, dude. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. By fun, you mean fun for me. This is just revenge because I made you upset yesterday. Carl said to himself, menacing in his soul. And it's a fucking squeeze section. This means it's gonna be a forced cutscene.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Don't throw up. Don't throw up. There's the tangle.
After Jolene let Tom go loose, he discovered the pig farm. How had Swoops kept this miraculous place secret from him? Tom ate everything he could clamp his jaws on. He didn't care if it's a pig or a washing machine. If you go hungry when you're young, you never trust your next meal. You'll eat even if you're full, just in case. Tom never felt like he'd ever have enough.
Hurt people, hurt people. That's what Mama says.
But he's an animal, so that doesn't fucking matter though. And he was brave, but the one he was when we was become being born different. Nailed inside of a tree, left to die, abandoned alone. An alligator through and through, calm, couldn't resist his animal instincts, just a little snack to fill his ever-starving stomach.
Lots of bad folks were mistreated when they were little. Where are you headed?
We. Oh, Lord have mercy. Fuck.
That's my house. Mama!
Yeah, she's definitely gonna hear you from that distance.
Mama! You in there? I'm coming! No! Fuck you! No! Whoa!
The best she could do was a fuck you. In all the games where they inappropriately used modern language, and an opportunity where a character has a chance to reunite with the parent and or family member they are missing and looking for, and an opportunity to show some emotion, the best she could go and do was, "Ooh, fuck you!"
Go, you big bastard!
Ow. Ow. So, how am I supposed to dodge that if he has lock on? Double jump and glide to avoid this attack. So nice of you to tell me instead of just letting me figure it out. I'm out.
Oh, the church bell! He swallowed it? Ropes his bell home doing tricks.
Press X to attack the wound. If the breaches substitute or trauma transform the trauma into a wound, attack it to clear the stigma.
The wound! He's down!
Here we go with the fucking graphical fidelity shit.
The bell!
Is that actually fucking Dolly Parton?
Sick green sky and tornadoes colliding. How much longer until the river's rising? Birds fall silent and the critters are hiding when mucky swamps and dusty lands colliding.
Close enough. Another healing point.
What's not
Like he's untouchable.
We'll have to find them.
Damn it. Wait for him to ease up. You better cough up my house right now. There.
Ow.
He's too far.
Ow.
There. Shit, there he goes.
The storm has stung, but the river's raging. Long days been just contemplating what will be when you are sinking. Pulled down by your secret sinning, under waters deep and unforgiven. The past may fear there's no denying, but stirs up what's long forgotten, twisted things and lonesome dreams. Stirs up what's long forgotten, 'cause two times a coming.
Ain't allow me a way to get out of the way of a fucking attack, bro.
He ain't paying attention. Can't reach the bell with just my spindles alone. Gotta be quick.
And dead. From what segment do I begin the combat? From the last segment or from the first segment? From the last segment. That's fair.
The storm has stung, but the river's raging. Long days been just contemplating what will be when you are sinking. Pulled down by your secret sinning, under waters deep and unforgiven. The past may fear there's no denying, but stirs up what's long forgotten, twisted things and lonesome dreams. What's not forgotten, 'cause two times a coming.
Can't reach the bell with just my spindles alone. Out here, tongue scraping the gator.
I dodged that and you put me in his body. Now who's this Jonathan Major sounding motherfucker? Ow. I got swallowed by a gator. And now it's time for a Pinocchio segment.
This might be worse than the pigs.
Don't you remember when you had Monstro and Kingdom Hearts? Let's steal from that. It's lame as fuck. Completely bogart. Completely bogart. Look, the pig. The pig is alive, chat. The pig is alive.
You in here? No way to reach the house. Gonna have to clear out all that stigma.
A house, a boat, and a church are just meals for Tom, they say. For Tom, they say for Tom. But to Tom, it's all the same. And eating well. Patience, patience, patience is all it takes. Is all it takes.
Bum, 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 bum. The music continues to be fine, but the problem with everything is that the music just feels so tonally off based on what's happening in the scene. Shorter to jump, who cares? Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Hope that ain't the top of Jolene's church.
Correct reaction. Look, chat. The fucking pig lived.
Tom's got nothing inside him.
Man, her jacket's covered in shit.
Ma, you in there? Can you hear me?
Investigate the mobile home. Yo shit is fucked. Right, but good.
Little Bug. So cute. She was just big enough for the smaller rides. Nervously gripping my hand, but having fun.
Why have this narration to tell me about shit that happened in your past? Why not literally just fucking have an actual scene? This is the same shit from Dustborn, god damn it! Why don't you just have an animated fucking cutscene? Just have an animated cutscene and show me what the memory is supposed to be connected to. Did you not have enough in the budget for the songwriting and the area and the voice acting and the fucking horribly put together fights that you didn't have enough for a cutscene with a smaller character? Fucking damn it.
Vignette crumbs all on her shirt. We never went back. I wish we had more carefree moments like that together.
I wish you were here.
All your shit fucked way up. This is the door that I could not get into, which was another bedroom. Fuck if I know why all this tape is here. This was the other bedroom, and that one's completely intact. Her room was at the end of the hallway. Then the television section. The kitchen was here. The door inside was here. So only some of the other shit, well, see the fucking KitchenAid bowls lived. Some of the only other shit that's here could be just some of the shit that was left over. Yes, that's right. Cry, 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 black girl, cry. Yes, yes, yes!
Woo-wee! That was some gator fight. I'd applaud if I had hands.
Mama's not in the house. There's just red yarn everywhere.
Red yarn? That means Huggin' Molly's been there.
What?
Didn't your grandma ever scare you? Oh, Huggin' Molly's gonna snatch you.
Yeah, to keep me from wandering off when I was little. Old Huggin' Molly steals children, and all she leaves behind is red yarn. Wait, is Huggin' Molly real?
All the stories are real, darling.
If Huggin' Molly took Mama, why?
Well, Molly takes children no one cares about. Your mama might have got in her way one too many times.
But there's nothing in the stories that talk about how to find Huggin' Molly.
I might know where you could start looking. Hop on.
And thus we leave behind the pig. And he's going to starve to death. Bing, 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 bing.
Hazel had gone into the belly of the beast to find her mom once she reached the river bend, thanks to me. But Hazel's house was covered in red yarn, a sure sign of Molly's child-stealing ways. It looked like she got to Lacey first. Maybe Lacey had crossed paths with Molly. Tales of old Molly stealing children weren't just tales. Years ago, when he was no bigger than a minnow, Huggin' Molly even snatched Hazel's daddy, Trey. But Bunny got him back somehow. Hazel would have to track down old Molly to bring her mom back. Fortunately,
So that means...
I knew a spot owned by Bunny where she might find some leads.
So that means that shit about y'all don't need your fucking help was a goddamn lie. Actually, she does need a Grandma Hazel's help. Excuse me, Bunny's help.
Bunny Flood's the only one that ever messed with her and lived to tell. Became obsessed and paid cash money to anyone who'd tell her about old Molly's whereabouts. Bunny Flood never was known to share. But there could be some clues in her house up ahead.
Wait, you're taking me to Bunny's house? I'm not exactly on her guest list right now. And ain't her house back that way?
Oh, this one's her weekend house. Can't expect rich people to spend Sundays the same place they spend Tuesday. But she don't come much anymore. But is something bad happening in that house.
You think her house is full of booby traps?
Well, I do hear that in her quest to find Molly, she might have taken some things that weren't entirely hers.
Ooh, she really got you shook.
Darling, listening to my fear is how I got this old.
I
A
hope
proper
Bunny isn't
use of the word scuttlebutt, by the way.
awkward.
And now you got new upgrade tiers. Bob and weave. Dodge twice in quick succession. Why is that locked to the upgrade tree? Stigma conversion. Unravel's cooldown acceleration effects are improved. Why is that not earlier in the fucking tree? Close the loop. Strand blast inflict increased damage across a wider area and weave impacted enemies for a short time. Weaved enemies take more damage and cannot move or attack for a short time. So, a form of a micro stun. While crew constant controlling an enemy, it does more damage. Tethered strand does more, inflicts weave on impacted enemies, which is actually a meaningful control and combat skill. Why is it that this is the 100 upgrade at this point of the tier, and why is that one not the first upgrade? First you add utility, then you add damage. Immobilize and push. Cast strand push to inflict weave on an attacking enemy just before they attack. So now it acts as a form of a counter alongside the dash. Once again, why is this one the second one, and why didn't you put utility first, damage second? Weave a life. Damage weave enemies with Wending Step, Amplified Attack, Amplified Rend, or Aerial Land can heal you slightly. Whatever. Not that big of a deal, actually, when you think about it. Because this is just damage amplification, and this is already a stun. The skill itself is already utility. So this is giving it damage. Then this gives it survivability in the form of sustain. But not that much sustain. Bleh. The smartest thing that I can think of getting is this pulls butt. Cleansing Rend. Hold Y to unleash strands, damaging enemies in a wide area as an AoE. It's another charge skill. I have to upgrade this to get to this to get to these. Technically, I want this more than anything else. Ugh, eat ugh. Another upgrade. What time is it? 2:47. My goal today was to play 2 sections. However, I found that first section was extremely fucking lame as fuck. Legend of Huggin' Molly's from Alabama. Alright, so we've got Louisiana folk stories, we've got Gullah folk stories, we've got Bayou folk tales, we've got Creole and Cajun tall tales, we've got hoodoo and voodoo. Why the fuck is that like that? Why did y'all motherfuckers decide to do that way? Can't you just pick a fucking region's folk stories and work from there? Clearly not. Anyways, as I was going to say, I'm going to do 2 sections because I figured the sections would be long. Unfortunately, I was proven wrong. Let's see here. It's the beginning of the next section. It was saved the last time, so I think maybe it'll be good here. So, it's getting even dog shittier. Because exactly after that section, the game opens up a little more, but it doesn't really. Because since you have to upgrade down this fucking tree that they designed, ow, you don't have enough upgrades to upgrade as soon as you get to where you're going. And because you can't pick and choose to get utility, or damage on your own leisure, you have to upgrade things in turn. They're not giving you enough strands for your upgrades to really matter. So by the time that you're fully upgraded at the end of the game, you've had to slog through the dog shit combat. The music remains consistently good. Characters, if they are given a characterization, are allowed to remain consistently okay, with the exception of fucking Hazel. Another white character is introduced, and they basically gave their life to God after being responsible for killing the father with a goddamn gator. They starved to terrify people. Lives her life in a justified, devout way, And I, again, remain remiss to see how she or the gator was in the goddamn wrong. And yet and still, Hazel remains a dog shit character. Annoying. Maybe originally it was meant to start here. Well, that would make all the earlier sections be really confusing and irrelevant, Boster. Which is the thing that pisses me the fuck off. Like, you have to have a way for us to get into how all of this happens. Because you'd think that this would be a type of Alice in Wonderland situation, right? But how did we start the story? The story started with her chasing her mother down the river. She falls into the river. She finds herself actively respawned at the side of the river. So by this time the story starts the action, she's already considered magical and chosen by the land to be a new weaver. Whether it's because it's kept in her history, or her grandma resisted the call, or whatever other such fuck bullshit is responsible. She finds the hooks in her possession, but they don't sing to her. So Grandma Bunny was not chosen to be a weaver. Her granddaughter is chosen to be a weaver, and for some reason, she tries to lock her away, for reasons we will not understand until the story decides to tell us. She gets the hooks, she gets the distaff, she gets the fucking crochet needles, and then she gets Crouton. All of these are spells. Then, she picks up with the section that happens after picking up Crouton, or actually before Crouton, and then continuing after finding him in the section with Two-Toe Tom, where that entire one-hit wonder chapter leads into the next chapter, where we find all of these characters are magically fucking safe. So, if we're gonna say Bo is comparative to Glowbox, and all the shit that Glowbox was doing in the side where Rayman was having his adventures, whether or not he was chasing out his own kids with Uglet or not, Bo gets his neighbors to safety, falls asleep on a goddamn bench, and is basically just doing shit where the plot demands. Meanwhile, with the technical mastery the game has for all this animation and shit, they can't afford a single bit of that goddamn dollar to not having a goddamn, what did they call it? What was the name of it? What was the name of that fucking zone inside of Dustborn? The other place? Where the consistency of what literally looks like the Tree of Voices in the form of the bottle tree has them looking like they didn't have enough time to figure out how they were going to animate from scene to scene. And instead of giving us visualization and narration and voice acting, they just give us a fucking blank void canvas and a fucking hollowed out white hologram to listen to from scene on scene. And then a transition section with more dialogue. Piss poor. Definitely piss poor. Because now that we're at the point that came after all of the trailers, I feel like the animation and the effort is coming to a grind still. Some of these sections were not very well thought out. Some of these puzzles were not very well thought out. Much of the level design itself was not made clear on its inherent direction that it was taking you in. Especially that section with the goddamn wall, where it was not clear that it was a stranding wall. I didn't feel any other PSX games they were pulling concepts and philosophies from in this one. So, more of the same that we already experienced. Middling in my opinion. But ultimately, the annoyance that it causes me to hear the voice actor and to hear the lines the voice actor is reading and to see the emotion that the character is portraying is kind of what has me up on edge and annoyed. And in fact, at this point of the story, it's more annoying because of the fact that Hazel continues to behave like this shit's not happening. Because if it was an Alice in Wonderland story, you could say all this shit's happening inside of her head as she learns how to be a weaver, and then she comes back to reality. But actually, no, this shit's happening in real time. And at no time does she ever say to anybody, hey, do you know there's a giant ass fucking alligator out there that you let loose? And also I learned that you killed your daddy with a goddamn gator, Jolene. What the fuck was that about? None of this. No communication whatsoever. None. No asking questions to figure out why the fuck things are happening, or if whether or not they're happening and they can see them happening too. I think you would have been able to mention that there's a giant alligator out there. And hey, maybe stay away from the swamp, otherwise it's gonna fucking eat you. I don't get how you justify it. Because realistically, if these are things that could directly affect people, it's not like the only reason why they don't see it is because they can't inherently see what's happening out in the wilderness because she's a weaver, which I assume is the first excuse. They don't see that that guy's there. All they see is the travesty and destruction brought about by the goddamn nature. I don't fucking know. Because if it's not the she can see it because she's magical shit, I don't know what to tell you. This truthfully is Southern Black Girl Magic, the video game. And it's also flopping at the same time. There is not a lot of people playing this video game. Not a lot of people. Not accounting for the releases that are going to happen on console, of course. But not a lot of people playing this video game, for sure. Anywho. I'm going to start playing this in 2 to 4 hour segments. So this is just about right. I am going to take a nap, then make dinner, and if I come back, I will be playing Path of Exile 2. Whether I'm playing it on or off camera. I will see you all tomorrow, I guess. What is today? Today is Wednesday? Damn. That's right, because today was Tuesday yesterday. Yep. Alright, goodbye, chat. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell them to stay the fuck away from this game and not waste their money. It is not worth